In the modern economy, $1 trillion isn't just a number. It's a power level, a symbol that a company didn't just succeed, but reshaped how the world works. These are the stories of the companies that crossed that line. The ones building our devices, powering our clouds, training our AI, and fueling the planet. This is Every Trillion-Dollar Company, explained. 1. Nvidia. Once a tiny chip startup no one had heard of, Nvidia now fuels the AI revolution. It all began in 1993 when Jensen Huang, along with Chris Malachowski and Curtis Preem, sketched out an idea in a Denny's restaurant booth in California. Their mission? Build a graphics chip that would make video games faster and more immersive. In the early days, they struggled. But in 1999, Nvidia released the GeForce 256, marketing it as the world's first GPU, graphics processing unit. It was a bold claim, and it worked. Gamers loved it. Developers loved it. But what no one expected was what came next. In 2006, Nvidia launched CUDA, a platform that let developers use GPUs not just for graphics, but for computing. Scientists started using it for climate models, DNA research, and later, artificial intelligence. When the AI boom hit, Nvidia was already holding the most important piece of hardware. Its chips powered models like ChatGPT, DALL-E, and Claude. By 2025, Nvidia's data center business exploded. Its H100 and B200 chips became the brain of the internet. Nvidia didn't just ride the AI wave, it built the surfboard. Now, it's valued at over $3 trillion, surpassing Amazon and even Apple. A chip company turned into an AI empire. 2. Meta, Facebook. In a Harvard dorm room in 2004, a 19-year-old named Mark Zuckerberg launched a website called the Facebook. It started as a social directory for college students. But within 10 years, it had become the largest social network on Earth. Facebook didn't just grow, it consumed. It bought Instagram for $1 billion and WhatsApp for $19 billion. It rewrote how the world communicated, marketed, protested, and even voted. But scandals followed. From data privacy violations to election interference, Facebook was under fire. Then in 2021, Zuckerberg rebranded the company to Meta and bet everything on a futuristic concept called the metaverse. While the metaverse didn't take off as expected, Meta pivoted again. It went all in on AI, releasing open-source models like Llama, launching smart glasses with Ray-Ban, and creating one of the most powerful digital ecosystems in the world. In 2025, with over 3.2 billion active users daily, Meta is more than a social media company. It's a digital infrastructure provider for the entire planet. 3. Google/Alphabet. It began as a research project called Backrub in 1996. Two Stanford PhD students, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, were building a better way to search the web. They renamed it Google in 1998 and launched it from a garage. But Google wasn't just fast, it was smart. Its PageRank algorithm ranked websites by importance, not keywords. And that one insight changed everything. As billions of people flocked online, Google became the gateway to the internet. But it didn't stop at search. It bought YouTube in 2006, then Android, then DoubleClick, the ad platform that would earn it hundreds of billions in revenue. In 2015, it restructured under a new name, Alphabet, to reflect its ambition beyond search into self-driving cars, Waymo, healthcare, Verily, and quantum computing. Today, Alphabet is more than Google. It's a tech conglomerate worth over $2 trillion, building the future while still powering your every search. For Apple, in a Silicon Valley garage in 1976, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak built the Apple I. They had no money, no factory, but a vision for a computer that could fit on a desk. By 1984, they launched the Macintosh. Then came the iMac, the iPod, and the iPhone in 2007, a device that would redefine the world. The iPhone didn't just kill flip phones, it killed maps, cameras, MP3 players, and eventually, wallets. Apple built a walled garden of sleek design, privacy features, and loyalty. People didn't just buy Apple, they lived Apple. Under Tim Cook, Apple became a services powerhouse. Apple Music, iCloud, Apple Pay, and the App Store, all generating billions in recurring revenue. And with the launch of the Apple Vision Pro, it began pushing into spatial computing. Now, Apple is not just the world's richest company. It's the first company to cross the $3 trillion mark twice. 5. Microsoft. Before Google, before Apple dominated mobile, there was Microsoft. Founded in 1975 by Bill Gates and Paul Allen, Microsoft wrote the software that would run the modern computer. Its big break came with a contract to build the operating system for IBM's PC. That OS became MS-DOS, then Windows, and suddenly, Microsoft was on every desk in America. By the 1990s, Microsoft Office became a standard. It was so dominant, governments tried to break it up. In the 2000s, it stumbled, missing the rise of smartphones and search. But under new CEO Satya Nadella, Microsoft reinvented itself. It embraced the cloud with Azure, bought LinkedIn, acquired GitHub, and became the top investor in OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT. Now, Microsoft is the muscle behind much of the AI economy, and with a valuation over $3 trillion, it's leading the next tech renaissance. 6. Amazon. In 1994, Jeff Bezos left Wall Street to sell books online. It sounded crazy, but Amazon wasn't just about books, it was about everything. Amazon used data, warehouses, and ruthless efficiency to outmaneuver competitors. It created Prime, making two-day shipping a standard. It expanded into Kindle, Alexa, Whole Foods, and became the world's largest online retailer. But the real magic was AWS, Amazon Web Services. Launched in 2006, AWS quietly became the backbone of the internet, hosting Netflix, Spotify, and even government systems. Today, Amazon is more than an online store. It's a logistics empire, cloud provider, and AI innovator, valued at over $2 trillion. 7. Saudi Aramco. While Silicon Valley builds digital empires, Saudi Aramco built its fortune beneath the sand. Founded in 1933, Aramco controls one of the world's largest oil reserves. For decades, it powered industrialization, from the cars we drive to the planes we fly. In 2019, Aramco went public, instantly becoming the world's most valuable company at over $2 trillion. Despite the global push for renewables, oil demand hasn't vanished, and Aramco remains a financial titan. Its wealth supports Saudi Arabia's massive modernization project, Vision 2030, and funds diversification into tech, tourism, and sports. 8. Broadcom. Broadcom is one of the most important tech companies you've never heard of. It designs the chips that power everything from Wi-Fi routers to iPhones to data centers. Founded in 1961 as part of Hewlett-Packard, Broadcom became independent in the late 90s. Through smart acquisitions, like buying VMware and CA Technologies, it grew from a semiconductor company into a diversified tech juggernaut. It now earns tens of billions from enterprise software, connectivity chips, and networking infrastructure. Its quiet dominance has pushed it past the $1.5 trillion mark, becoming a hidden giant in the trillion-dollar club. 9. TSMC, Taiwan's semiconductor manufacturing company. If chips are the new oil, TSMC is the refinery. Founded in 1987, TSMC revolutionized chipmaking by focusing only on manufacturing, letting companies like Apple, AMD, and Nvidia design, while TSMC built the hardware. Based in Taiwan, TSMC makes 90% of the world's most advanced chips. Its 3 nanometers and 2 nanometers fabrication plants are the most sophisticated on Earth, requiring extreme ultraviolet lithography machines that cost hundreds of millions each. In an age of AI, phones, and smart everything, everyone depends on TSMC. That's why, despite geopolitical risks, its market cap has soared past $1 trillion, and nations are racing to replicate what it does. 10. Tesla, a car company with no gas, no dealerships, and no legacy. Founded in 2003, Tesla was dismissed as a joke. But with the Model S, then Model 3, Tesla turned electric cars into a movement. Led by Elon Musk, Tesla scaled manufacturing, built gigafactories, and redefined the auto industry. It also entered energy storage, solar, robotics, and self-driving AI. Despite controversy, delays, and competition, Tesla remains the most valuable automaker on Earth, worth over $1 trillion. To some, it's just a car company. To others, it's a technology and energy transformation company. Either way, it's driving into the future, fast. OUTRO, These 10 companies didn't just make money. They changed the very fabric of our world. From chips and search engines to oil and electric cars, each shaped a different piece of the 21st century. They're not just trillion-dollar businesses. They are trillion-dollar forces.